Alright, we are back to more SwordArtOnlineUnleashBlading, and last night we actually got news about a brand new character coming into game, and it's gonna be Sylvie, the first ever Sylvie in any of these SAO games. So let's hop in. We're gonna be breaking down her details, seeing if you should be summoning or not, and giving my honest opinion on that as well. So we got our first ever Sylvie in game, which is very interesting because we found out about this character like almost a year ago, 8 months ago. And we've been getting stories about her and stuff like that from the ranking events and stuff like that, but we never actually got a unit until now. So we got Fresh Dark Knight Recruit. He's gonna be non-limited, very good for a lot of people because you don't have to summon if you don't want to. He's gonna be on every single banner moving forward, which is very good. Alright, so we go down here. He does have a Break, Assault, and Enhance skill, so it's gonna be very interesting to see what she does there. So first things first, stats looking very strong, I want to say, especially in the HP area and attack. 25-20 attack, the same as Asuna. Of course, she's not an enhanced mode character, so he's gonna be doing a lot less attack or damage, I should say, but she's still gonna be doing some pretty good damage. HP is gonna be almost 7,000, which means that's, I mean, let me see, that 120 stats, she would be around, I want to say 13,000, around that area of HP. So I mean, she's gonna be pretty good, especially when like you put the barrier around her with 80s. She's not gonna be aiding damage. Yeah, she's gonna be very good. Everything else is just like basically average, nothing really that stands out. So now we go down to the skills. We got Rage Back Rush, the break. Slash attack, strong in a single enemy, raise zone attack by 15% for 2 turns, so she's self-buffing, which is pretty good. Deals 15% additional damage on enemies inflicted with Fizz Res debuffs, and Incarnate breaks by 50. Alright, so that's gonna be very easy to get the additional 15, because the Dark Element team actually is jam-packed with a bunch of debuffers, right? Like if you take a good look at it, you're gonna see that a lot of these characters are debuffing either physical attacks, you know, magic attacks, their defense, as well as like, you know, doing continuous damage and stuff like that. So it's gonna be very easy to fulfill that condition and get the additional 15% damage. So you're gonna be hitting pretty hard, especially when you have her built up. So the assault is Vorpal Destruction. Slash attack extra strong a single enemy, deals 50% additional damage on enemies inflicted with Elemental Res debuff. Now this is a little bit different, but we'll talk about this towards the end once we get to her Incarnate. And then her enhanced skill is a triple effect one, so she is giving charge out to a single ally, which is very good. By this point, if you play the game, you know that this is a very good skill to have. It lets you get more incarnates way faster. On top of that, it's also giving physical resistance buffs to your allies by 50% for 2 turns, and it's also raising the RF by 1. So this is going to be a very powerful skill to have on the team as well. And then her Incarnate skill is Quick Beast Fangs. Incarnate slash attack on a single enemy lowers Dark Elemental resistance by 20% for 1 turn. Alright, so let's just go over this. Imaginarium, increase break by 10% versus light element enemies when using break skill. First part is Asuna, which is kind of interesting. That's Asuna, but I mean, I guess she partners up with the new one, right? And then party skills, nothing that really stands out there. And of course she has break stacks and incarnate combo. Now, honestly, she's not that impressive. Like, when you release a character like Asuna who just does everything in the game, right? She's just literally a monster. She does triple support buffs. She's doing damage on top of damage herself. And then you release Sylvie, who's just like, I don't know, like it looks like she's meant for damage, but when you look at it, like she's only getting the 30% attack right here when you have her built up. Additional 15 doesn't really do that much. And on her assault, she's requiring for the enemy to have elemental resistance debuff. And if you look at the team, the only character that does that is this Sylvie. Like, I triple checked already. Like, every single character does not have that effect, only her. And it's on her Incarnate. And it's only for 1 turn. Like, it would have been good if that was for 3 turns. And they would have given her, like, you know, continuous damage on her assault, because continuous damage really carries a lot of these units nowadays. It's like the main thing about her that really helped, that really like let them hold back against her was her charge. Like I guess they really focused on her charge to be really good, and because of that she's very lacking on her other skills. And they overvalue, I think. I mean, they don't overvalue. Like incarnate combo is very powerful, break stacks is very powerful if you do it right. So she's good, but she's not like awesome level good, right? Like super strong continuous damage characters are very good. Like they have to be top tier in my opinion. Asuna's top tier, even though she doesn't have continuous damage, she's very top tier because of everything she does. And then Sylvie is very good, but she's not like, you know, outstanding. She's not like standing out. But she's a very good character to have, especially for like a non-limited character. So honestly, should you summon? I'm gonna say do one summon, test your luck. If you don't get her, then fine, skip it. Because like I said, she's gonna be on every single banner. And not to mention that we have a brand new collab coming to this game as well with the Tales series. And they announced it basically on their Twitter, on their YouTube. They have the live stream premiering and stuff like that. So it should be coming out in like the next few weeks. So with that being said, like, are you really gonna be summoning for Sylvie? I know she's very new. She's like the first of her kind, right? We never had a Sylvie character. But with everything she does here, and with limited characters, we saw how like the collab with Adult Million Live was. Like we saw like the Asuna, we saw the Lifa, and Sinon, how crazy they were. Are you really gonna be summoning for a Sylvie here? Or do you want to wait and see what like these next few characters are gonna be looking like, these limited edition characters, right? So honestly, it is a pass for a lot of people. Like I understand that charge, like her charge is gonna be very helpful for a lot of people, because we go to the Dark Element team, and granted, like there's what 31 characters for this team. The only other charge character on the team is going to be this Lifa, and she's been out for over a year and a half now. So yeah, like besides her, there's no one else on this team that has charge out. So if you don't have her, you don't have a charge out character. Yeah, I understand, like these can be very helpful. And on top of that, she has like continuous damage, you know, she has the healing for the reserves as well. But yeah, like she's you know, competing with like EX characters, these characters that have like the new break stacks, charge stacks, even the barriers and stuff like that. Like I really running this Lifa over like, you know, 80s who gives the barrier on her heal and stuff like that. Like no, not really. So it's gonna be very interesting. Like let me know down below if you are going to be summoning or if you're skipping to see what the collab is all about. We should be knowing about like in a few weeks, actually, like in 2 weeks I believe. It's going to come out and we're going to be seeing like, you know, some stuff. I might even actually go into try out some of their games as well. And when the collab shows up over there as well, we're going to probably make a video and stuff like that, seeing like what they got versus what we got over here. It's going to be very interesting. But besides that, like also Sylvie is bringing the elemental resistance debuff, which like I said earlier, on this team there's no one that has that, which is another good thing about her. But I don't know, they just could have made her better, right? And seeing how good you know, Asuna was, like you would assume that, you know, she would have been pretty good for a non-limited character. But I don't know, I guess they just thought that, you know, it's Sylvie and her charge was gonna carry her and stuff like that. But I don't know, like throw in a little bit of continuous damage in there and she would have been a lot better, honestly. But let me know down below your thoughts on Sylvie. How good do you think she is? Maybe I'm just, you know, underrating her. Maybe when we start using her, she's gonna be doing a lot of damage. She's gonna be very good. We'll see, right? Summit should be coming out later tonight, so I'm gonna be making that video. It's gonna be coming out very early tomorrow. Stay tuned for that. And let me know down below if you're summoning or not. And like always, if you enjoyed, make sure to go down there, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and stay tuned for the summons. And have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.